In the club shoe time, many people are hiding from zombie attacks. A little girl is seen to be crying about losing her parents when she appears trying to console her. His coworkers appear signaling him about the zombies lurking near the club. He promises the little girl he will be back soon and leaves with his fellows to protect his club. On the other hand, Akira reaches Shinjuku, which is packed like usual, except this time with zombies, and feels excited to save Kensho. A few hours ago, Akira was looking at the light stubble he had grown over the past few days and decided he can finally have a bearded look, which he was not allowed due to his job before. He wonders if he would look cool in it and uses a Sharpie to draw a fake beard matching one of the models in the magazine lying around. It turns out Akira looks far from cool in a beard, and deciding to be accepting about this reality, he cuts this goal off his bucket list and proceeds to shave. Akira comes out of the shower and sees his phone screen popping with numerous notifications. Realizing the internet service is back up, he looks around his phone and texts all of his friends that he stopped hanging out with. He sits back down awaiting a reply from any of his former friends, only for his phone to be dead silent. Bored out of his mind, Akira clutches his phone and hangs out alone on his balcony, realizing the internet traffic is down, hence the service came back up, but not many of the people are left alive to hang out with. He regrets wasting his time in overtime instead of hanging out with his friends while looking outside at the wandering zombies, as if it is the most pleasant sight to have from your balcony. Akira surfs through his contacts till a certain name catches his attention, and the first thing he recalls about his old friend Kensho is his words, "You should quit already." Kensho is seen to be breathing heavily while peeking out of his room door towards all the zombies walking mindlessly in the corridor. He happened to be in a room in a pub when the zombie attack broke out. To make things worse, the woman he was with also turned into a zombie and has been tied in the room, along with Kensho, as he looks for an opportunity to escape. Kensho finishes the last few sips of the water he's been surviving on for 3 days and sighs, thinking of how ironic this kind of end would be for him. He suddenly recalls a happy memory from his college days, and Akira's face pops up in his mind. He wonders why he thought of Akira at such a crucial moment when his phone rings out of nowhere, and of course, none other than Akira magically called him. Kensho picks up the call to receive an enthusiastic one-sided conversation from Akira, who is just happy that Kensho is alive. He asks where Kensho is so he can come to him to hang out. While riding on his motorbike, Akira recalls how they used to be great friends back in college. Kensho used to be the happy and funny guy loved by everyone, and became a real estate agent after graduation. He used to have big deals, meet influential people, get model girlfriends, and party all the time even when working. So of course, the dead guy Akira did not have any interest in hearing him blabber about his fun life the last time the two met over drinks. As Kensho was ranting on and on, he paused to tell Akira to quit if things are this harder on him, but Akira could not take it anymore and lashed out at Kensho. Kensho meant no harm with his words, so both got mad at each other and left. Akira speeds up to find his best friend and mend things with him. Shu, on the other hand, has finally been defeated by the zombies and is ready to accept his death. He feels content with the fight he put up and apologizes to the little girl for not keeping his promise. Before the zombies could lay their hands on Shu, a sound out of nowhere makes all the zombies walk away. Even Kensho is surprised by the random sound and gets up to peep outside. All the zombies walk towards a card having a zombert. The zombert blasts, getting rid of the zombies near it. Akira pops out of the water fountain nearby and runs to find Kensho. Kensho walks out of his room, glad that the zombies left, when a sudden hand on his shoulder freaks him out. But to his luck, it is Akira who leaves no chance in screaming his apology for being jealous of Kensho's lifestyle. Kensho does not know how to react at the fact that Akira came all the way just to apologize. But all the dramatic screaming ended up attracting zombies to them, so they ran to the rooftop and temporarily blocked the door. Kensho freaks out a great deal, wondering what to do, while his crazy friend announces they should jump across to the adjacent building that's a little lower than this one. Before Kensho could make Akira realize his recklessness, Akira had already taken off. A wild Akira gets up on the other rooftop and brags about his jump with a bloodied head, proud of his achievement. As the zombies keep pushing through the door, Akira insists Kensho jump as well. However, Kensho announces that he cannot be as daring as Akira, but he too wants to confess something. As the door keeps banging, the two best friends have an emotional moment on the rooftop, with a beautiful sunset where Kensho confesses to not enjoying his life either. He finally lets out that he used to pretend to be happy to convince himself that he is content with the boring, manipulative life he is living. He announces he always wanted to be a stand-up comedian and not a real estate worker. Akira becomes even more enthusiastic and persuades Kensho to jump, considering it a leap from his boring life to living the way he wants. Kensho finds courage right before the zombies reach him and jumps toward the other building. Being the comedian he is, he gets rid of his suit midair, making Akira lose his breath due to laughing so hard. The comedy turns too real when Kensho only reaches the boundary of the rooftop and is left hanging naked on the building, begging Akira to pull him up. The two vibe on the rooftop later by joking around while sitting naked and tanking as many cans of beer as possible. Kensho then praises Akira's confidence and bravery and mentions how Akira could become the one who saves the world from the zombies. After a moment of silence, the two burst into laughter at Kensho's words. Akira is panting heavily while shooting zombies surrounding him from everywhere. The more intense the situation gets for him, the happier Kensho gets in his cooking. Turns out, Akira is playing a video game about zombies as if life isn't giving them enough zombies already. The two are enjoying stay-at-home camping, which is one of the bucket list wishes of Akira. Kensho mocks Akira for his lack of knowledge being the reason he cannot get a date after Akira praises his cooking skills. An embarrassed Akira shouts he will get a date today, making Kensho silently mock him by looking down at the mindless zombies. Kensho analyzes the bucket list and starts adding his own too, since Akira saved his life, so they're going to be on this ride together. Akira then excitedly takes Kensho to the market to buy a widescreen TV for him to play games. During the ride, Kensho shares becoming a stand-up comedian is his dream, making Akira wonder what his dream is. They end up reaching a dead end, but before they can reverse, a zombie appears on the road driving a truck like a maniac. While Kensho is freaking out, Akira starts riding towards the underground mall and provides us with some action movie scenes by riding through a blast. To their bad luck, the mall is filled with zombies, so they rush towards a shutter towards the store where they might find electronics. The two barely manage to dodge the bunch of zombies. In the store, 3 young women and a middle-aged man are found hiding. The two guys calm the freaked-out survivors and suggest they have some food and drinks to calm their nerves. As the 6 sit down, Akira cannot help but notice they are whining and dining, one of his bucket list wishes. And to make things even more ideal, the girls are flight attendants. He tries to hit on one of the girls, Yukari, by asking if she has a boyfriend. What a perfect situation to ask that question. The girl side-eyes him, making him freak out and recall Kensho's words about him not being good with girls. It turns out pretty accurate, since by the time Akira flirted with one bad line, Kensho has bagged the other girl, Maki, to himself. Motivated to be in the spotlight, Akira gulps down the whole bottle of tequila, making the others excited and at ease too, as everyone starts drinking while the one who initiated this gets nauseated. As Akira is puking his guts out, Yukari comes to console him and rubs his back to make him feel better. Kensho has taken Maki away, leaving the middle-aged man, who turns out to be infected, along with the whiny, arrogant Rika. Akira gets internally dejected upon knowing Yukari has a boyfriend, but is genuinely impressed by how sweet she is to come to see if he is fine. Kensho and Maki look for Rika and find her having a drink. As soon as Kensho steps forward, a zombie version of Rika turns and attacks them. Kensho's fast reflexes save him, but Maki does not survive. Kensho manages to kill zombie Rika, but has to rush to find Akira while hiding from Maki and that oldie. Akira and Yukari have a deep conversation about how Yukari always wanted to be a flight attendant, but the job has always been straining. Things got so discouraging when an old man called them flying waitresses while her sole motivation used to be wanting to be there for the passengers. Akira motivates her that it does not matter what one person says, and if this has been her dream, then she should not think of quitting due to others. Yukari is pleased by his words, but before she could answer him, she is attacked by the zombie man. Akira manages to push him off, but Yukari ends up getting bitten by it. Akira does not want to leave Yukari, but she forces him to run after, telling him she did live her dream job. Akira feels happy and motivated to find his dream as well. Akira runs while crying and finds Kensho, who seems to be dragging something. Kensho tells Akira he has been looking for him and that Maki is after him. Maki is very close to attacking him, But turns out Kensho finds it more important to drag the widescreen TV that Akira wanted. This lightens up the crying Akira, who laughs, and the two then save their lives by grabbing the TV they were out for and heading back home. Akira recalls the events of the day and grabs a pen to write down remembering his childhood dream on his bucket list. He then grins and continues to play on his new TV,